guys, and welcome back to my channel, and thank you so very much for being here. Today's video is going to be an exciting one because I'm going to be reviewing one of my all-time dream bags that I finally got my hands on recently, which is the Tory Burch Small Kira Convertible Shoulder Bag in the Diamond Quilting and the Rose Salt colorway. I'll be doing an unboxing, detailed close-up shots, mod shots, as well as showing you what fits inside, the pros and cons, and finally my overall final score of this bag and if I would recommend it to you or not. So if you're interested in seeing this bag in more detail, then please keep on watching. Just before I get straight into the review, I just wanted to quickly mention that I actually have done a review on a very similar bag to this one, the Tory Burch Small Kira in the chevron quilting. And you can go ahead and check out that review on my channel as well if you wish. But yes, I know the two bags are very similar, but I just wanted to make a quick note as to not confuse you guys that they are in fact two different bags. I would have loved to actually do a side-by-side comparison of the two in this video. However, I actually ended up returning that bag a couple weeks after I filmed that review actually. Not because it isn't a great bag, and I still stand by the score that I gave it and everything like that, but it was simply because that shade of white just didn't feel very me. I had pondered it and honestly wished that I had purchased it in more of like a nudie, soft pink color, which would have felt more me. And also, I just wasn't crazy about the chevron quilting. I don't know, I just found that it was a little bit, I don't know, something about it I just didn't quite like. I much prefer puffy diamond quilting. Like basically the look of a leather puffer bag. Well, lo and behold, I feel like Tory Burch read my mind because very soon after this bag was released and it looks just like a dupe for the Chanel 19. In other words, it's super puffy and pillowy and it came out in this new color, this rose salt soft nudie pink color. So I absolutely fell instantly in love and obviously could not resist it. And honestly, I was really glad that I did return the white chevron one because I was like, well, I'm gonna get this one instead. So I then proceeded to heavily stock this bag, constantly checking it multiple times throughout the year to see when and if it would ever go on sale. And sure enough, it didn't. Every single time Tory Burch had a sale for the entirety of 2024, I would religiously check the website for this bag and it was always excluded from any kind of sales they had. Of course, you could probably still do the 15% off your first purchase coupon that they have. However, I already used that on my original Tory Burch, the chevron one, so I couldn't use it again, unfortunately. Flash forward to recently in late November, finally, almost a year later, they had their Black Friday sale and it finally went on sale. Not just a measly 15% off, 20% off, but a whopping 30% off, which is insane, especially for Tory Burch, which is considered like very high-end contemporary designer bags. Like, wow, that is a very generous discount. So of course, I bought it, which I actually think is the perfect segue into the actual review now, in which case I will start off with price and where to buy this bag. So this bag regularly retails for about 798 Canadian dollars before tax, but with the 30% off from the Black Friday sale, it came to about 558 Canadian dollars before tax. After tax, it was around 631 Canadian dollars. You can buy this bag in the physical Tory Burch stores and also on the Tory Burch website right now. So now I'm just going to go over the details and measurements of this bag as per the Tory Burch website. So it just says, introducing the Spring 2024 Small Kira Diamond Quilt Convertible Shoulder Bag. Irresistibly soft with blown-up diamond quilting, pillowy dimension on a classic shape, punctuated by the beveled double T hardware. Wear the curb chain strap doubled over the shoulder or long and crossbody. Crafted in partnership with a leatherworking group-certified tannery, supporting high standards in leather manufacturing and chemical management. And now let's get into the details of the measurements of this bag. So just as the height is 6.1 inches, the length is 8.9 inches, and the depth is about 3 inches. So it's ever so slightly taller than the chevron Kira quilted bag. It's made of Napa leather. The flap has a magnetic snap closure. an adjustable shoulder strap with a 22.2-inch drop, one interior zipper pocket, one interior wall slip pocket, and the interior on this one is a smooth fabric as opposed to on the Chevron Kira bag. It was more of like a super rough textured canvas, which I'll show you in just a second when I show you guys the close-up shots. There is a dust bag included. The material is made in Italy, and the style number for your reference is 154706. Alrighty guys, so now I'm just going to show you an unboxing and some close-up shots of the details of this bag. So here is the front of the bag, super duper puffy leather, so wonderfully pillowy and squishy and smooth. Here is a look at the side width of the bag, the back, the other side, and the width of the bottom. Here's a closer look at the hardware, super substantial, nice, aged looking gold hardware. Here is a closer look at the Tory Burch logo there. Super, super high quality hardware. And you open it up and it is this fabric lining. It's like a light grayish beige color, and it just says Tory Burch right there with one slip pocket and one zippered pocket. And yeah. Alrighty guys, so now I'm just going to show you what fits inside this bag. I'm just going to be grabbing a bunch of random items just to let you know what fits. So first of all, I just have here one of these like waterproof nylon all-purpose pouches in case you want to put like feminine products or whatever in here. And as you can see, it fits perfectly. I also have just another feminine product here on its own, just to see if it fits in the slot here. So it is a little bit higher than the top of this pouch. It's not quite deep enough to fit all the way in, but if you just want to kind of slip it in like that, I guess you could kind of maneuver it in a way that it could squish in there. A mini water bottle fits perfectly. A mini umbrella also fits perfectly. A small catch-all makeup bag also fits perfectly. Alright guys, so now I'm just going to stuff it with a bunch of stuff. So first of all, in the front slip pocket, I'm just going to put a reusable shopping bag, little plastic bag like this. And then I'm just going to stuff the main compartment now. Here I have my cell phone, a plastic reusable fork and spoon set, some chewing gum, my card holder / wallet, hand sanitizer spray, my keys, a pack of tissues, a compact, some AirPod dupes, and sunglasses. So that's it fully stuffed. I could probably put more in there, but then it would start to distort the bag. So that's how much it can comfortably fit. Now, I probably wouldn't normally carry that much stuff in there, but I just wanted to show you the full capacity for your reference. So now I'm just going to show you some mod shots with this bag, showing you all the different ways that you can wear it. just going to get into my super detailed pros and cons of this bag. Starting with the pros. So the first pro, this kind of goes without saying, but obviously it's freaking beautiful. It is the perfect cheaper alternative, aka dupe, for the Chanel 19 if you've had your eye on that one, which that one is selling for almost 10K Canadian dollars. Which is absolute insanity, by the way, for a freaking handbag. So this one gives a very, very similar vibe for a absolute fraction of the price. Not to mention, I actually prefer the chain on the Tory Burch version. I find the actual Chanel 19, I don't like how the CC logo is very like kind of gaudy. And yeah, the chain is just extra chunky. It's a little bit too trendy, especially for Chanel. So I like that this one, they kept it classic and just like a thinner, more timeless looking chain. Another huge pro is the quality of this leather. That is actually what made me fall instantly in love with it. I already loved how it looked just on the website when I first was introduced to this bag, but when I went into the physical Tory Burch stores and I actually got to like squish and feel and caress it, I was like, oh my goodness. This bag is amazing. Not saying that the leather quality wasn't also super supple and soft on the chevron Kira, but I don't know, something about the way in which it's diamond quilted lends it to have more room to be more like pillowy, I guess. Or maybe it's actually the leather itself that's softer. I don't know, guys. I'm not sure if it's just the nature of how it's stitched or if it's the leather itself or both, but yeah, I can tell you it just gives the feeling that it's even softer than the chevron Kira. The hardware is not too yellowy. It's a nice like aged antique looking gold, which I think is very luxurious, and it doesn't look too tacky compared to if it was more of a like harsh yellow hardware. The closure is a very hefty and substantial square magnet. Now, I find when it comes to turn lock closures, such as with a lot of Chanel bags, the turn lock feature is very cute and elegant and all, but sometimes I find that with turn lock bags, they tend to get like stuck, the mechanism gets caught or what have you when you use it too much, and if that goes haywire, then you run the risk of that bag being rendered useless, because if you cannot physically close your bag properly, then how can you ever use that bag again, right? So I find with a lot of like turn lock bags that I have, the mechanism over time is just kind of getting stuck, and it makes me just not want to use the bag at all. But then also, just because it's a magnetic closure doesn't mean you're out of the woods either, because I find with a lot of YSL bags, they have sort of like a super tiny little circular magnet here or in here underneath the stitching, and you kind of have to like properly aim to like close it. But because this magnet on the Tory Burch is so huge and square, it's kind of hard to miss. You don't really have to like you look and aim that carefully to close it. You can just willy-nilly just like slap it shut and it closes every time, which I absolutely love. It very easily fits your essentials and then some. I was very surprised to see that it does in fact fit a small umbrella and a water bottle. Another pro is that because of the softness of the leather, it has a decent amount of stretch and give for its size. Another huge pro is that the silhouette of a classic flap leather bag with a chain strap never really goes out of style. It's very timeless, and you can have it in your collection for years and years to come, especially if you were to get it in like a neutral shade such as black or tan. Another pro is that due to the nature of this smooth leather, it is relatively waterproof and easy to clean. Now, of course, when I say waterproof, I don't mean that it absolutely resists all water and can never get ruined by rain or snow, but I'm just saying that it wipes clean because it's smooth versus if this was made with like fabric or canvas or something. And the final pro I can think of is that the word convertible is very rightfully used in the title of this bag, as this bag is very much convertible. I find with certain leather shoulder bags, such as a lot of Chanel bags, because the leather is intertwined through the chain, when you have to like convert it from shoulder to crossbody bag, it tends to like get really stuck and you really have to like maneuver it. With this, it's so smooth and really instantly goes like this. So crossbody and shoulder bag. Instant. So easy, just like that. Alrighty guys, and now I'm gonna move on to the cons of this bag. So first of all, I wish that there was 2 small slip pockets on the front instead of one long one. I just feel like it would have been so much more functional, and that's always my preference when it comes to the setup of the interior of a bag. But of course, this is not a huge con, as you can always add a small bag liner inside if you wish. Another con is that I wish the back interior zip pocket was a little bit deeper, as it does end prematurely and is a little bit shallow. Therefore, it doesn't fit like feminine products super duper easily. They do fit, but you kind of have to like put them on the side and fold them, which is not ideal. Another con, and I think I said this about the Tory Burch Chevron Kira as well, I wish there was 2 leather bits on the strap. As you can see, there's only 1 leather bit for comfort here, and then this one is just a raw chain. It kind of looks silly when you wear it shoulder bag style, and it's like 1 is a chain, 1 is a leather bit. And it's also super cold and tends to dig into your skin, is not that comfortable when it's on your shoulder. So I kind of wish that they just doubled it up and did 2 straps instead of 1. This next con is kind of funny, and it very much reinforces the idea that beauty is very much subjective. But when I showed my boyfriend this bag, he actually said that it is the ugliest bag he's ever seen, and to him it looks like human flesh. And I absolutely cannot unsee it now, so thanks a lot, honey. Please take from that what you will. I personally find it absolutely adorable and stunning. So perhaps that makes me a psychopath or something. He said it looks like some like gore prop or something like that. Like, you made that bag out of human skin, but I'm just like, is it weird that I find it stunning then? Another con is price. Now, I know I went on and on about how it's such a steal compared to bags like the Chanel 19 or any classic Chanel bag for that matter. And also a lot of YSL flat bags have gone insane, and it's very hard to find any under $1,000. However, just because it's not as expensive, it's still multiple hundreds of dollars, and at regular price with tax, it is almost $1,000 now. So it's not the cheapest. And the final con I can think of is that the leather seems to be, as much as it's supple and gorgeous, that also means that it runs the risk of being very delicate, and therefore makes me extra cautious when I use it, especially because mine is in such a light, vulnerable color that's very easy to stain. Now, I only just got this bag and haven't used it that many times yet, so I can't comment on the wear and tear and how well the leather ages, and or if I ever get like a ketchup stain on it, God forbid. I can't really comment on how well it came out or anything like that because I've only had it for such a short time. But I think I will do an updated video on the wear and tear if you guys are interested in that. And yeah, I'm just constantly afraid that it's going to get stained or ripped because it's so delicate. Alrighty guys, and now I'm just going to get into my final score of this bag and whether I would recommend it to you or not. So overall, I would rate this bag a solid 8 out of 10, ever so slightly higher than the Kira Chevron bag. I like it slightly more than that one because I personally find the diamond quilting to look super luxurious and overall just more harmonious and cohesive with the T-lock. I don't know, I just find it goes together so much better than the awkwardness of the chevron quilting. And I also find that it just feels squishier and more pillowy than that one. I also prefer that the interior lining of this one is just a simple, smooth fabric as opposed to that really rough, canvasy material of the Chevron Kira. This bag is timeless and gorgeous, and overall a wonderful dupe for bags like the Chanel 19 and the like. So yes, overall I would recommend this bag, especially if you get it in a neutral color. It will last you a lifetime. Alrighty guys, so that is it for this video today. I hope you enjoyed it. Please give it a like if it was helpful to you at all. And also please let me know in the comments down below which of the bags you prefer more. The small Kira chevron quilting or the small Kira in the diamond quilting. Thank you all so very much for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more super duper in-depth bag reviews just like this one. Once again, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye! Love you guys!